Paul Jones and Sherman Hamilton, as we said, here in Milwaukee. And Sherm, not a great first half for one of the NBA's top scorers in DeMar DeRozan, but man, did he get support from the rest of the team, particularly one Jonas Valanciunas, who had a double-double in the first half.
Yeah, he was excellent, and the Raptors did a good job of establishing him early in the game, and he took full advantage of Clint Capella down there, and rightfully so. I think Jonas is a guy, and we talked about this in the preseason, that he needs to be involved in their offensive process if they're going to have the success that they want to have. They can score in the backcourt, but when Jonas is clicking offensively, not only is he scoring, he's rebounding, he's defending, he's protecting the paint, he's doing all those things that you need him to do as a big man. And let's face it, there's not a lot of big men in the league, so you have one if you're the Raptors. You have to utilize that as much as possible.
All right, the other guys chipped in as well. Terrence Ross played well, and there were season highs from Damari Carroll and Corey Joseph. Damari Carroll in particular with 9 of his 20 in a very key stretch in the fourth quarter when the Rockets were taking dead aim and making a run at Toronto.
Yeah, no question about it. Damari Carroll did a good job. He spaced the floor well. He moved without the basketball. You know, and this is a guy who is still trying to work his way back into game rhythm, so it's good to see him on this road trip have some offensive success. And for Corey Joseph, I just think that he played with that energy that we saw last season. He had that burst in his step, that explosion, and it showed. And, you know, even though he scored the basketball, he did so many things in terms of defending and creating tempo when they needed the tempo, and defensively slowing down the tempo of the Houston Rockets as well.
All right, Sherm, let's talk about that defense. I mean, it wasn't great in the sense that Houston still shot close to 50%. Raptors had them down under 40% early, but you can't stop James Harden. That's like holding water in your hands. Eventually there are going to be leaks. But the Raptors did force 28 turnovers that led to 33 points. They really took advantage, had active hands, and did a nice job in getting offense from their defense.
No question. And James Harden had 12 of those turnovers, so they really made him work and made him have to make some decisions. And you think about the defense that they played. The energy they played forced the Houston Rockets to go deeper into the shot clock to get their offense off. By that time, energy's expended. And also, the job they did on James Harden, you look at his stat line, you think it's a great game, but he was the only one that shot free throws in the game. So he got what he normally gets, but nobody else got to the free throw line. That means that you sacrifice James Harden to say he's going to do what he does, but nobody else is going to engage in that process offensively. And I thought the Raptors did a good job of shutting down those guys around him.
All right, Sherm, well, like your old backcourt mate Steve Nash in Phoenix, they used to say, make that guy a scorer and the other guys can't beat us. That's what the Raptors did. But Sherm, getting back to where we started, Toronto scorer DeRozan came alive in the third quarter.
Wow, he was amazing. They couldn't do nothing with DeMar DeRozan, and he kept on pouring it in. And credit to the team for understanding and getting out of his way and making sure that he got as many looks as he could. And that's DeMar DeRozan. And I said this to him after the game. That's leadership. You have a first half where you only score 3 points. You're 0 for 5. You come into the third quarter, and your team has done a good job defensively. But as a leader, you step in that third quarter and say, I need to have impact. And they're lucky that he played that way, because the Houston Rockets offensively had a rhythm. The Houston Rockets shot almost 65% in that third quarter. So they needed DeMar scoring, and I thought DeMar answered the bell in a magnificent way for his team.
He gave them scoring, and he also gave them a season-high tying 9 assists. Let's hear from the players after last night's win over Houston.
Pretty aggressive, just taking from how they was playing me. You know, I was trying to be a passer, get everybody else involved, you know, try to do other things, pick them apart. You know, just me understanding the team is going to play me differently than they would a week ago, you know, and just me being more conscious of that and, you know, picking and choosing my spots just like I did in the third quarter, understanding, you know, this is my opportunity to get it going and make them make a decision next.
What did you see in that third quarter, DeMar? Like you said, you got going. I mean, Dwayne said they ran some stuff for you. What kind of started it off?
You know, just we ran more of my comfort zone, a couple post-up plays, you know, a couple high screening rows, try to get them to switch with the big on me and just try to be aggressive, you know, and with that, take what they gave me. You know, sometimes I passed, sometimes I was aggressive. I know I was getting my shots off, you know, so it was just up to me not forcing anything.
9 assists tonight, 7 the other night in Los Angeles. They're season highs for you. Are you just seeing guys in the different spots, or what?
Yeah, it's the beauty of, you know, being the top scorer in the league or whatever. You know, you gotta be smart with it as well. And you know, I try to use that to my advantage. now, and understand, let me get these guys going, because once they get going, now they're going to have to make a decision.
Trying to get, matchups, and, JV's been doing an unbelievable job this year of screening. Lucas has done an unbelievable job of screening. We put some bodies on those guys and get DeMar as much space as we possibly can and take advantage. And, I think tonight they screened in a big roll, and rolling had them kind of retreating, and DeMar was able to get a couple easier ones.
How do you strike that balance between being aggressive with James defensively but not leaving too much space for him to find shooters on the corners?
It's a hard balance, man. He's up there with him. He's probably 1 or 2 or 3 in the MVP, right now. So you just got to find a balance. And, he played well. He played tremendous for those guys, and he kept them in the game. But, we found a way to win. And, playing against a guy like that, you just want to, he's going to get his. But you got to make sure you still follow your game plan.
Can you talk about the play of DeMar tonight? He made some big shots, had a big fourth quarter for you, active hands defensively. What did he give you tonight?
Everything. The guy that he made some shots, he was getting some open looks, moving without the ball and spotting up. He's getting some rhythm back, and we're trying to get him some open looks. And I think tonight he felt good about his game. And so when you get a guy that's feeling good about his game and is working as hard as he's been trying to get some rhythm, it's going to come.
Basically, we had a deep discussion at pregame, and we talked about, getting back to playing the type of basketball we needed to play, the principles we need to play. And I think that cleared a lot of people's mind, especially myself. I understand where I needed to be and where my help was going to come. So that was key. But at the same time, I think we took it upon ourselves that, we weren't going to let another team just come in and run over us.
You talk about the process. Has this whole thing made you a more patient person?
Yeah, for sure. From not playing back-to-backs to, playing 15 minutes and not playing 4 quarters. So it just allowed me to grow as a person, man, and grow as a professional athlete. And I feel like that's my biggest thing, man. I'm just trying to grow, man. I'm not trying to, be in sorrow or get mad. I'm just trying to help this team however I can.